And hello, fellow pedal enthusiasts. Henning here. Marshall sent me the reissue pedals that they reissued in, I think, 23. Never had the pleasure of having them. I did the Marshall amp in a box kind of pedals, and they just sent them in the same box and said, here, have them do something or not. So these are unpaid videos, and I decided I'd do something. Make a quick video. So reissued looks like, feels like, is like the one in the 80s, only that you can buy it and not spend $1,000 on Reverb or eBay. You're not getting ripped off for an old hunk of metal that does punk. So we're looking at the Drive Master right now. Looks like so. But before it can look like so, we have to take it out of the box. So really quickly, some product shots and some sounds to get started. I did a little noodle track over Tom James's Elevator Jam tracks. Enjoy or not. I'd probably play it like shit. Hey, this is a reissue with all the ADZ, I'm going to say ADZ, I don't know when that came out, knobs and bigitude, and it's a soft clicky, but no, it goes click, but it's not, I don't know. I mean, it looks like an old pedal, and that's the whole idea, but only $180 instead of, used market ridiculous value. In the back, we got an input, we got an output, we got 9 volts. It looks like they were already kind of ahead of the time with the top loadedness, but the pedal is huge. Of course, the knobs are protected by this stamp on it, stampede, wall of stampededness. So you can't really, the knobs are a little bit higher than it, so it's kind of missing the point, but at least you're not really breaking them. I got to point out on all the pedals, I just saw that there's this little nipsey, which is weird. That shows you that washer is supposed to actually lock into a place in the machine so it doesn't keep turning. But they don't have a place in the machine, so they just keep it on there instead of pinching it off. Why don't you just pinch it off? Or use a 0.4 cent washer that doesn't have that. That's dumb. Ibanez does it on their prestige models, which are $2,000. That's even dumber. and I will continue pointing it out. Oh, Wampler, same thing. The little washers have that little niblet on there. It's inconsequential, but it bothers me. It's a little detail.
Aber guck doch mal, das ist doch in dem Loch drin.
There is no... Oh my God, Leslie is right. I take everything back. I couldn't see it over there because it was too black. That's not racist. Nothing is too black. Just saying. It was too black on the screen. In reality, put my pick in the hole. There is a little hole. And it's actually doing what it's supposed to do. Marshall, I'm so sorry. I'm 50. Blind. I can't see it. It was too black. Not in a racist way. Make it small, Leslie. Going into the Tone King Imperial, which it's now completely blocking. And then the bad cat, black cat, so difficult to say, with this Seraph by Balaguer that just arrived. Absolutely stunning guitar in a stunning rose gold sparkle. And I've got the beautiful Sweetwater supplied groove gear fret wrap on it to wrap the fret string wrap so that they don't ring. I don't know what it's supposed to do, but I'm supposed to tell you about it, and you can get yours at Sweetwater. Groove gear. Something like it. I don't get paid for it, but I got this. But I don't know what to do with it. Get yours. It looks cool. It looks like you really can shred. That's what that looks like. We're going to start single coil here. No effects into that amp. Imperial. I mean, I always say that, but you could just look right there in the corner. That's where it is. I go through a lot of editing efforts to make that for you. Because freaking Dennis from Boutique Amps Distribution years ago said, why don't you put the amps in the corner? Why don't you put the amps in the corner, Dennis? Now for years I put the freaking amps in the corner. It's easily said. It's also relatively easily done. What's happened to me? What's in this tea? I'm being drugged. Alright. Not very fat, but probably sits perfectly in the mix and gives you that sound from the time when that was made. I mean, the original one, not that one. That one was probably made last year. Thicker, juicier. little ditty that I just dittied. That's neat. It inspired. That's all you need to know. Get it? Neat. Sounds the same, different word. Moving to the bad cat, black cat, which is Voxish. Leave the effects on. Coming from the ox. That's what I want to do. Play all the frets. That'll work. How does guitar work? Okay, bottom line, big. This is not a bad pedal. It's never junk, but you don't want that in a mix anyway. It beautifully does leads. It does lower gain stuff. You know what? It's the master of the drive. It's kind of the drive master. I have no opinion. It's not. It's delivers. It's big. It's too big for a board, I think, but it's also too big for a tank to destroy it. It's undistankable. Thanks, Marshall, for sending this over. We're gonna stop this here with all the nonsense. Links below. Use them. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Please. Why haven't you? Please. And also animals at the end.
It's not a crime. It's only kindness. No need to